Hi, I'm James from WineCollective, and today we're going to talk about the wonderful world of decanting wine. Some of the most common questions we get about wine service at WineCollective is about decanting. So today we're going to go through the why, the how, and talk about a few of the wines that might be worth decanting. Now the first question to answer is, why would you decant a wine? There's two main reasons. For young red wines with high levels of tannin, the additional exposure to oxygen helps soften those tannins and make the wine a little more approachable. The second reason is for older red wines. As wines age, they start to throw a little bit of sediment that you'll notice at the bottom of the bottle. Decanting allows you to take the wine off the sediment so every glass that you serve is clean. Now, how do you decant a wine? There's any number of different fancy decanters that you can buy out there, but I brought two of the main styles to show you. This is a really common shape for a decanter. It's got a nice wide bottom that really increases the level of exposure to oxygen. The only disadvantage of this type of decanter, they take up a lot of space in your cupboard and they're a little bit difficult to keep clean. My favorite kind of decanter is this shape. They're dishwasher safe, they're a little bit narrower so they take up less space, and they still provide ample oxygenation for your wine. Now, if you don't have either of these, you can really use any type of clean glass vessel. I've used Pyrex mixing glasses before, I've used clean coffee pots, I've used flower vases. It doesn't matter, as long as it's glass and you're exposing your wine to oxygen. And lastly, which wines are worth decanting? A general rule of thumb is young red wines with high levels of tannin, so wines made from Cabernet Sauvignon, for example, are worth decanting, or older wines that have seen some time in the cellar and may have sediment. We sometimes get asked about white wines. Is it ever appropriate to decant them? And the answer is yes. There's wines from the Southern Rhone, white Châteauneuf-du-Pape, for instance, and oaked white Burgundies sometimes benefit from a bit of time in a decanter. But the safest rule is to open the bottle, give it a try. If it's a red and you find it's a little astringent and tannic, definitely throw it in a decanter for half an hour to an hour before serving. One of the biggest myths about decanting is that only high-end bottles should ever be decanted, but that's simply not true. Wines at any price point can benefit from a bit of air. Regardless, have fun, give it a try, and see the difference that decanting can make.